Tyrande versus Malfurion.
My beloved token.
My dear Malfurion.
I sure seem to queue into a lot of druids with this deck. Looks like it might be kind of a rough game with this hand.
What to do?
Well, I picked up a turn 4 play. Better than what I had. Well, the opponent gave me a turn 2. That was nice of him. I think playing the Power of the Wild like that means it's a Beast Druid. I don't think Token Druid would play Power of the Wild there against a Priest. I guess I'm coining out a 4-drop here, it's just kind of a matter of which one. I guess it has to be the Spawn of Shadows. If I coin out the ONiK, then he just uses the hero power to kill it, and then I have no way to deal 1 damage to the Azure Drake. ONiK has 5 health, but since he has spell damage on board, it still dies to swipe. I guess the Spawn of Shadows dies to Wrath. Double Moonfire. Guess my choices here are ONiK or ONiK. I think I'll try the ONiK. On the bright side, he's kind of low on cards. Hopefully there's no Nourish here. Alright. With 3 cards in his hand and a Fandral on board, that's probably about as well as I could have expected this turn to go. I still don't have an answer to his Fandral. I'm just gonna play Bishop because it's the highest tempo play here. I just need to get stuff on boards that I can actually do something. His board does trade favorably into mine, but my ONiK can help clean up. Kind of a weak Arcane Giant, but it might be good enough to beat me. I could try playing the Power Word Shield to draw into Shadow Word Death, but it's just so unlikely that I actually pick it up. So I have to go for the clear as stuff play. Unfortunately, the Spawn of Shadows is actually pretty bad for me here. I'm dead to 3 damage. Although it's not that easy for him to have 3 damage.
Tyrande versus Valera.
Watch your back. A loon give me strength.
Cool, I actually picked up a 2-drop this game. And I'm on the coin, so he can't coin a Size 7 agent it. I think with my hand, I want to go coin 3-drop into 3-drop into Fairy Dragon Resurrect.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Not sure which 3-drop I want to play though. I guess I start with the Blade Master, since he actually has a thing on board. Although if I play the Mukla here, he doesn't really have great uses for the bananas.
I wonder.
Maybe it would be like Backstab plus 1 banana. But I think I like the Injured Blade Master first, because the first one I play is more likely to die, and Injured Blade Master is a better Resurrect target. The Blade Master can just die to his dagger here if he sends in the Huckster, but if he's spending his entire turn doing that and then I get to play Mukla on an open board, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't feel too bad about a sap this early in the game.
Time to die.
I can trade in the Blade Master and then resurrect it and play Fairy Dragon. The Fairy Dragon is pretty bad against the Huckster, but I will have a 4/7 Blade Master on the board. Alternatively, I guess I could just like heal up the Blade Master and play Fairy Dragon. I'd have a 4/2 on board, it would still just die to the Huckster. But then my next turn could be Mukla Resurrect. But if the Fairy Dragon also dies, that makes the Resurrect a lot worse. I could also just play Mukla here, but then he'll have stuff on the board to use the bananas on that seems kinda bad. I think I like playing a 4/7 Blade Master. Seems strong. I've seen one sap already, so there's a pretty good chance this Blade Master does a lot of work. He's got the weapon in his hand, which can help him deal with it, I guess. But the weapon just doesn't seem that good here.
That belongs in a museum.
Wow, Blade Master's really good against Harrison.
Your turn to bleed.
This is a pretty good turn to play Mukla. He has 2 more health than the Blade Master if I play it this turn. And since he has nothing on board, the bananas don't do much. Wow, okay. Well, that guy gets wrecked by Argent Commander. I don't think this joust matters. I won anyway, so I guess it definitely doesn't matter. I could have gone for Shadow or Death injured Blade Master last turn, I guess. It would have been almost the same result, but I would have had a slightly stronger board. But I think it's generally better to play the 6 mana card when I have the mana for it, so that my hand is more flexible in the coming turns. Blade Master would have played around this backstab though. Alright, there's the second sap.
We hunger for vengeance. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Oh, it's kind of a big Edwin. This is another reason to hold the Shadow or Death instead of playing it last turn. The question here is what do I do along with the Shadow or Death? Blade Master, Worgen, and Mukla are all valid plays. If I play Mukla, he'll have 4 bananas. It kind of makes me want to trade into the Thalnos. But if he's spending 4 mana on those bananas, maybe that's not that bad for me. But maybe it's better for me to just remove that option from him anyway. Spell damage from a rogue is pretty spooky. Let's go ahead and play the Mukla. He's the biggest, scariest dude I can play. Playing the Worgen would have allowed me to heal up my Blade Master, but I'm not sure that 2 health on the Blade Master is worth 2 power and 4 health on my other minion.
What lurks in the depths?
Pretty decent clear from the opponent. Argent Commander plus Twisted Worgen looks pretty good, because the Argent Commander trades so well into that, but I think I kinda like just playing Ragnaros. I've seen 2 saps. If I hit him in the face for 8, he's down to 9. I should be able to just charge him to death over the next couple turns, and if I clear the minion, that's pretty good too. And if I miss the minion, I'm not really in any danger of dying. So I think the Rag is just super solid here.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Here come the bananas. Oh. Kind of an interesting card for him to have picked up. Hope I don't lose the game to a power word Glory. I think I've only seen 1 prep. Was he actually considering hitting me in the face with the 6/5? Seems like that would have been incorrect. I think I have to kill the Gadgetzan Auctioneer. All of my charge stuff only gives me 12 damage, he's at 13. I could try to go like Argent Commander face and then Worgen this turn, but But I haven't seen a fan of knives. I'd have to be leaving up an auctioneer. That just seems so unlikely to be successful. I'm just gonna have to go for a little bit of a board play here. He's used both backstabs, so this commander should be kinda hard for him to kill. Alright, Leroy boys. I was getting pretty worried I might lose that game.
Versus Malfurion.
My beloved Twitter.
My dear Malfurion.
I think I do keep Injured Blade Master. If I draw into Resurrect effects, it's just like so much better than anything else I can have this early in the game.
Blessings to you.
Nature will rise against you.
Wow, that BM.
You
He baited me into a greetings and then threw out the threat.
Another night on the prowl.
Play stuff on curve, pretty straightforward. I think I am supposed to play the Injured Blade Master here. Like, it seems dumb to play a 4-3 into that instead of just Holy Smiting it. But I have ONiK Bishop in 2 turns, I have a lot of things I can draw into for next turn. And if I just Holy Smite it, I have to waste my other 2 mana. And it looks like I found a Holy Smite target anyway. Mind Blast is pretty weak. Go ahead and kill this though. It was nice to Holy Smite this guy because it gets the beast off the board. And I think he's pretty clearly playing a Beast Druid, given the cards I've seen so far. See, this guy would have been really good last turn. So it's Injured Blade Master or Fairy Dragon.
The game begins.
Big 50-50 here. Nice. Unfortunately, I can't really interact with that tiger at all. I don't think I care about the Shifter's Heiress, probably just gonna punch him in the face for 7. And I guess I'm willing to take 4 damage off my Spawn of Shadows here. I have Leroy and Mind Blast, so hopefully I have more burst than him. He can do Savage Roar stuff though. If there's no Menagerie Warden this turn, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Join the pack.
Wait, is this lethal? This is 9. This is 11. It doesn't seem like this should be lethal. But I have added single-digit numbers before, and it seems like these numbers all add up to being lethal. That was unexpected.
Tyrande versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Loon give me strength.
I guess I should keep Shadow Word Pain against a Shaman. Need something to deal with Totem Golem. Second one's probably a bad pickup. If he plays a Totem Golem this turn, I'll just Shadow Word Pain it. If he makes a regular Totem, I'll just send the Horse Rider into it, probably. Wow, that's interesting. I guess I'm just going to play the Horse Rider here. It allows me to immediately clear the Totem, and if he takes this trade, popping the Divine Shield Then I guess the Horse Rider trades for the Tunnel Trog. And if he ignores it, then I can play Shadowward Pain next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have Feral Spirit.
I wonder.
Is it even worth playing Resurrect here? I guess it is. Even if I hold it, there's still the chance that I bring this guy back, and he trades into the Trog really well.
That's incredible.
Not a great use of the card. Hopefully that hits the Totem Golem. Wonder if ONiK Soul Priest is better than Shadowward Pain on the Totem Golem. Spends more mana. I guess it does get kind of punished by a Flame Tongue Totem,
I wonder.
because then the Totem Golem will be a 5/4 and kill the ONiK pretty easily. If I hold the ONiK, I can use it along with the Hero Power next turn, but I have 2 Argent Commanders. I feel like I would just kind of want to get mana out of my hand. Shadowward Pain can always hit a Thunderbluff Valiant later, maybe a Flame Tongue, something like that. I think the Shadowward Pain is a little bit too passive. This is kind of bad for me. At least he has to trade off his Blood Imp here. So the plays here are Shadowward Pain, Injured Blademaster, or just Argent Commander. The Argent Commander lets me kill the thing from below, but then he can send his Blood Imp into my 4/2. That doesn't really feel great, but you get to kill the thing from below. By Shadowward Pain, the Flame Tongue Totem, play the Injured Blademaster. Thing from below can kill the 2/1, or you can just ignore it, and the Totem Golem can easily kill the Blademaster. Both of my plays seem bad, but I think this one's a little bit better. He sends the Blood Imp in, then it stops giving annoying health buffs to things, and then next turn I can go Shadowward Pain, Blademaster, and heal the Blademaster. Yeah, I think I like this play the best. It was also reasonable to go for Argent Commander into the Totem. He wouldn't have had a great way to clear it. He could send the Doomhammer in twice, but he would take 8 damage. But at 18, I'd probably still have a hard time finishing him off. His list is pretty aggressive with Lava Burst and Doomhammer. It might actually be better for me that he's playing a more aggressive list. Although I'm pretty low on life. I might be able to just outvalue and stabilize against an aggro. Whereas a mid-range shaman, I think I have almost 0% chance of winning. I have a lot of burst in my hand right now, though. Unfortunately, the Spawn of Shadows is going to be really difficult to use this game.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Did you bring some fish?
I feel like this guy just doesn't know that nerfs happened. I'm not quite dead, but it seems really hard to not die from this point. I'm gonna need him to make a mistake, like use this Doomhammer to dash into the ONiK twice and then find a couple more points of damage, burst in with Leroy and Mind Blast. I actually don't think I was too far off from winning that game. If I had like 2 more turns, I think I could have won.